we are always moving.
To get you the latest news and weather across northern Michigan.
But now we're making another move.
Time to start unpacking.
Watch and see all the changes our move is making at 9 and 10 News.
Watching a very interesting video about 9 and 10 News. Looks like they're moving fully to the Traverse City station. And it's funny because if you watch a video about them that I made many years ago, I actually suggested that they move here because they're already so obsessed with Traverse City, Michigan, and they give unfair coverage because 90% of what they talk about is Traverse City, and every little thing that happens in Traverse City, I swear, if I was to trip over this log and fall down, they'd make a report on it because they're so obsessed with Traverse. So when I saw that they're actually making this little video here to announce their big movement over to Traverse City 100%, I was like, of course they would. Because they're already so obsessed with this city anyways, may as well make it their central station. I mean, logically it makes sense, but at the same time it's totally expected because of how obsessed they are. But now they can obsess over the city and it makes sense. They can give the unfair coverage like they have been, and it makes sense because they're centrally located here instead of being, I don't know, 45 minutes out. You know, so there's not as much commute time as it were. So it's as annoying as it is logical because, I mean, I was the one that was even saying, you know, if you guys are so obsessed here, may as well just have your station here. And well, now what? Would you look at that? Now they're actually doing it. It's kind of funny in a way. I kind of cursed myself with that one, didn't I? Anyway, I just am shocked that it actually like fully happened because they have a station in Cadillac, but they also have one set up recently in Traverse. So I was like, oh, but of course, you know, but I never would have thought they would have given up that nice big Cadillac station by any means, because it's quite nice actually, but they are converting it into something else from my understanding. But nevertheless, you know, I'm just kind of calling myself out on this one, that I was the one that was all like, go to Traverse City fully if you're going to be this obsessed here, you know. And well, what, you know, they are literally so obsessed with Traverse City that they're literally moving their central hub of operations to Traverse City. Ain't that just a bitch? Well, fuck, and fuck again. Well, I guess that ends a lot of the criticisms that I was otherwise giving, but at the same time, they consider themselves, of their viewing area is the words that they use, of all of northern Michigan here, or at least the majority of it from Northport all the way down to, I don't know, wherever they end, but they still technically should be covering other locations, you know. It's not just Traverse City, it's not a local only to Traverse City station. You know, it's not like the school newspaper where you only report what's going on in that particular school. You know, it's literally this company that supposedly has this wide variety of northern Michigan as their viewing area, but 90% of their reporting is everything and all things Traverse City, and then another 5% is the weather, which is nice, and then the last 5% spread throughout the entire year will maybe go to the other viewing locations, but generally for that to happen it would have to be something major, like a shooting or, you know, a bomb threat or a severe, super bad car incident or something along those lines to make 9 and 10 News actually leave the Traverse City area for their news reporting purposes. So, as far as I'm concerned, this whole Traverse City obsession thing is definitely going to get way worse than it's already been. But at the same time, I can't say, well, you guys are out in Cadillac, so what the fuck are you doing? You know, I can't say that anymore, but I can still be annoyed by their obsession with this particular area. It's like Sutton's-based schools writing in their newspaper, you know, about another school when they're not supposed to do that. But that's not how this news station is supposed to work, you know, whatever. But yeah, it's kind of just the irony of how I was telling them they should just move to Traverse City if they're so obsessed with it. So I'm just putting my own foot in my mouth here, calling myself out on it. I kind of gave myself that one, didn't I? Good job, me. Anyways, until next time.